Hey family, how are you out there? It told me to do it sideways. So now we're gonna rotate it back here. Here we go. Hey family, how are you doing? I'm gonna come back on real quick because I wanted to talk about the emotional roller coasters that we're going through right now. For those who don't know me, my name is Shirley Husar, and I was on the show Fox Soul this evening, and it's a new network for the African American communities in Los Angeles. It's an online. So make sure you go to Fox News, no, Fox Soul. Jesus, take the wheel. He's tired. Fox Soul TV. Go to Fox Soul TV. And Fox Soul, I said Fox News last time, huh? Fox Soul TV. Go to Fox Soul and you will see a new network of television show that's going to be talking about issues in the black community from different parties' perspectives. So tonight's perspective was to know the difference between blacks and Republicans. But this is what I want to talk to you about that got on my nerves. I'm just going to share because I'm venting right now. I'm venting. And I have to vent about people because the black people are special people. They're my people. And we get distracted as people with other people who are of the same diaspora issues and not addressing our issues, if you know what I mean. So the title talks about black people and their emotions in America. I want you to let you know something about Democrats and the black people. There's no profit in the cure. Because if they cure you, they won't be able to get emotions and money off of you. So they do things purposely, listen to what I'm saying, to keep you emotionally riled up. Black Americans stay emotionally riled up. They vote on an emotional issue. They vote on emotion policies. Emotions. I don't like him. I don't like her. He called this person a name, like some kind of childish acts. Things that really are going to be affecting you in your life in policy and legislation and rules and regulations and people who are coming and invading your communities. You don't want to talk about that. But if someone says something negative or they say he's a racist, he's a bigot, that's what we're going to drive our energy towards. I don't like these policies. I'm just going to take a knee. What is any of those physical and emotional acts going to get us? Absolutely nowhere. So I want to encourage you to think about what I'm saying. Now, you ain't got to agree with me. You ain't going to have to like all the stuff I'm saying to you. But I'm going to keep it raw and 100. Black people need to wake up and start pulling back on the emotional card and start pulling up the card of knowledge and communication and have an understanding that we have to move through a matrix right now. And I will say I'm feeling really good about our community online because we're moving like mavericks. We're addressing the Amber Geiger case, and we're continuing on to know about what's going on with Joshua Brown, and continue on to know what are we going to talk about black on black crime. Those issues would have never had platforms like we're creating with people like Phil from the Advice Show, the African Diaspora Channel. I mean, come on, or Afro Synergy News, or even people who talk about the celebrity industries like Lovely T and Tasha K, or other policies like Yvette Cornell and Tone Talks, and my amazing baby sister, Miss Green, Kiki Green. Come on. You know, all of us have a different perspective. We don't always agree with each other. I'm going to say that clear. We don't always agree. But there are times where I say, you know, we still are black first people. So my encouragement to black American and my black people, put your emotions in a pocket and start looking from a long, open perspective of the whole bigger picture. Let's start thinking bigger and out of a box. Let's not neutralize ourselves to be aroused easily. Because the more we are aroused easily, the less we'll be able to move forward and get anything done for our people. Because, see, to get things done in this country, you need legislation. You need rules and regulations and proposals and ideas. You need executive orders. But those things will never come in place for the black community because we're too busy beating each other up and cutting each other's throats up and telling each other how horrible we are to each other. Thank you so much. I love your glam look today. Thank you, honey. I was on a show called Fox Soul TV. Make sure you look it up, and please make a comment and put thumbs up on this video. Share this video. Help me get my numbers up. I don't come on often because I do other things outside of videos. I'll leave that up to some of the other people who are very consistent with it. But I wanted to come on today to talk about emotions and the driven narrative of where we as black Americans are not going to be able to get to that mountaintop until we are able to compartmentalize all of those emotions and start asking for legislation written by us, for us, to be presented to them, meaning government. Because if you're expecting government to work in your best interest, that's not how government's working. Government is working for government. And the only thing that's going to change that as people is that we start to wake up, put our emotional differences of things to be put aside. Think about the executive orders that the Chinese people were able to accomplish, executive power, talking about economic policies. We need to talk about leverage that's going on against us through other people through these EB-5 visas. They are leveraging opportunities against us. And we need to be addressing that because we're not able to get those SBA loans. We're not able to get those business loans. We don't have venture capitalists knocking down our doors with all these ideas that we want to grow to a bigger level. And why is that? Because that's not the conversation. The conversation that is being driven by those who are out there has to do with race, color, ethnicity, and the concerns of other people from other countries. No longer will we do that, my people. No longer will we not think about our family, our aunts and our cousins and our uncles, our lineage. Let's talk about lineage. Let's talk about understanding the importance of acknowledging what we are here and why we are here. How we were brought here as hostage. They kidnapped us. And we are still living a kidnapped lifestyle. And that's why we don't have any leverage, because we don't have any lineage money that we can go and tap into a China bank or tap into a Mexico bank because of the remittance of taking the goods from this country and building up another nation of people in India and everything else. All these things that are being done are a leverage move against you. So I want you to think about that next time you think about if you hate Trump or don't like Trump or don't like any of these politicians. I want you to put your emotions off to the side. And I want you to think sensible. And I want you to think, how does what was said, I know I shouldn't, that's not really the best English or grammar, but what was stated in whatever that statement was affect your life? Meaning that there's a circumstances where they'll say, Trump said something racist. Or they'll say, you know what? Gas is going up to $7 a gallon. Which one is affecting your life? The gas that's going up $7 a gallon. When they tell you you cannot get to work because the fires are crazy and freeways are cut down, how are they going to address that? When will the freeways be open? You need to understand that the local policies are affecting your lifestyle and your living. When gas continues to go up, you can't go nowhere in California. They're talking about practicing rolling blackouts. Now we got rolling blackouts that are up north right now. You know what that means? That there's so many people here because of this wonderful open border state that we have rolling blackouts. That's real talk. I'm sorry, that's some real talk. Am I talking real? Somebody make some comments and tell me, am I talking real? That's some real talk that we're dealing with right now. Rolling blackouts. The lack of water and utilities. But they don't have nothing in their country. I'm not trying to save the world. I'm sorry. I'm selfish. I'm American. I'm selfish. I'm going to admit to you. I want America to be first. I'm not going to agree to allow this country to be drained of its resources because of its infrastructures that were laid by the founding fathers for the protection of the American people. If people of other third world countries want to do better, then they need to go to their leader and ask them, why is my country so screwed up and America's not? Because the people did not rise. Historians would show you where people rose to make America what it is today. But let me tell you what black people have done. We have set back under two parties, Republicans and Democrats, that put us on this damn roller coaster, up and down and up and down. We had the Civil War. We fought for this country. Oh, you're free. Oh, but let me tell you can't get no land. We're not giving you reparations. Okay, then we get reparations. Okay, well, we got some land. We're working well good in the South. We're glad. Oh, no, but the Dixiecrats complain. Oh, but we're pulling out the Union. And then 90 years, almost 100 years, you had Jim Crow and you had the Ku Klux Klan with the Dixiecrats beating and stripping and sodomizing and doing all horrible things, heinous acts to bring a nation of numbers down upon a culture of people. Black Wall Street, the Great Society, government-imposed programs, mass incarceration, privatized prisons. Can I just not stop? So how do you fix any of this? Because it's fixed by money. Well, where do we get the money from? This is where most of you don't get. There was a time when they didn't have all these government programs. Private entities intervened for black people. How do you think Harriet Tubman got from one part of the South to the North? You think that money growing? How's she going to do all that and pay the bills? There were people who were private people of great wealth funded that underground movement. They funded that underground movement. We need the wealth and white people to help fund an underground movement for black regarding the ADOS, the African American Descendants of Slaves, regarding what's going on if we get any type of reparations, which I believe will be in a form called economic empowerment and the New Deal for America with black Americans. Because we need legislation to pass that will allow money of leverage to go and be able to start small businesses and do venture capitalist ideas. Because that's a piece of legislation I would like to see in office. That they would help and address a lending mechanism or grant mechanism specifically for African American descendants of slaves. Because many of you guys out there have full ideas. You have T-shirts and jewelry, and then you also have within clotheslines. You want to do things, but you can't because you don't have the resources. So this is important that we understand. Until we get to that level, we have to get this level of who we are and what we're talking about and our emotions in place. We need to have a conversation of putting our differences aside and stop talking about, well, that party and this president and that president, and start saying, what is a number, if we have to do the top 10 things in the urban community about that. We need to talk about the black church not taking a responsibility, allowing the church to be utilized to have conversations in the community. Town hall community, black communities need to go back to church and at least talk. I'm not talking about going here in a sermon, have a place of worship and conversation. Another thing that we need to do is start holding these celebrities accountable for funding issues regarding their own community people. I'm not talking about just schools. We need schools. You have black educated people still can't get no job. We're not talking about trades in the black community. We need trades coming back in the black community. Okay? But all these things need money. We need to be able to have VCs, which is venture capitalists, to have money and funds set up so that there's loans. So if black people want to apply, there's money that's allotted. The Jews have that. The Chinese have that. But we're too busy not doing that because we're too busy talking about each other or celebrities or how much we hate the president. All that is not in bettering the black community or in bettering our lives. The only way we're going to better our lives is at least we're conscious. People talking about stay awake. You can I'm woke. Woke is one thing. But being conscious of your reality is another. And I just wanted to kind of share that. If any of you guys have any questions or comments, you can feel free to kind of tell me what you think about what I'm saying. Because if we don't have an understanding of that, we're going to just be going around looking cute, doing selfies and venting. This is nothing but going to be a vent platform. That's all social media is, a vent platform. We've got to take it to the next level. And the only way we're going to take this to the next level is that we identify we got some issues with each other first. All these black people killing black people, that ain't from the cops, that's from us. But then the question I always say to myself, where the hell, who's giving them all these damn guns? Who's funding the guns and the bullets to these little broke-ass neighborhood niggas? Somebody got to let me know that one, because that don't make no sense. I've been saying that about black people for years, okay? Denise said, okay? Get out of your feelings and stop doing your own research. Find the thing out yourself and start believing in what others are telling you. Oh, Jesus, honey, somebody's preaching on here but me. I'm not alone. So wake up, fool. Whoever I'm talking to, if it ain't you, don't be. You know they say you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the one that cries is the one that got hit. Because the people who just, like she just said something, she didn't get you thinking about, who are you, lady? What's this lady talking about here? Come on, y'all need to put that crap to the side. I'm trying to bring some conscious awareness. Some of y'all may not wake up next week, okay? You need to share this video with all your loved ones and ask yourself, are you an emotional wreck? And part of that is because of the trauma as a nation of people through lineage that we are self-exploding and self-imploding, and we are cannibals. We eat each other up. Kill a nigga here, kill a nigga here. Talk bad about each other, about the women, the black women, and the black men having sex with each other. You can't say nothing but the LBG, ABCD, EFG people. But they gonna leverage and ride off of black community people. They love riding and trying to be the next black woman. Every white gay man wants to be a black woman. See all that stuff? I don't like all that. I just don't. I'm gonna call it as it is. I want to see a black man with a black woman. I want to see a man with a woman and a woman with a man. I want to grow a nation of people. I do. And even if you ain't married to someone that's black or white, I want to see you do something in bettering for your community. But if you're not going to have that attitude, and you're just going to have an attitude of acting emotional based on no structure, no foundation, and no execution, then don't talk about politics. Go on back to the gossip channel. Keep watching Wendy Williams and see how far that gets you. See how far that gets you. We all watch Wendy. Wendy's hilarious. But there's a time and a place, and you can't do that 24/7. You can't live that celebrity lifestyle. You can't sit back doing 25, 35 selfies in every hour. Like that's going to fix the issues to make you better. I want to see you very wealthy and successful. I want to see you leverage your life to the next level, to be at a level that you never thought you could reach. How do you do that, Shirley? Get your emotions in check. We all do it. We all have to pull back that inner Shaniqua. I call it the inner Shaniqua. We all got it. Trust me, I got Shaniqua all the time. Shaniqua be trying to control me. So I would tell you, get your inner Shaniqua together, honey. And then you sit back and you be the true queen and kings that we are. And we start sitting back saying, I need to get my shit together. I got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then make it happen. Boo-boo, you make it happen. Don't count on anybody else. Because if you can get clarity, get quiet. Find that pace, that inner peace. Find that peace. Sit down. Don't let people rattle you. Write that down. I will not allow you to rattle me today or any day. Or any day. Get that rattle under control. That tick, 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 tick. They kind of rattle you. They're trying to get you upset. They're trying to get you dysfunction. They're trying to dissemble you. They're trying to displace you. Get your shit together. Get your emotions in place and find some stability people in your life. That's the problem there too. All these unstabilized Negroes we done put ourselves around. Stabilized, unstabilized, black, white, Asian, whatever the hell color they are. Get them people out of your life. They ain't had no value. Always talking about trauma and drama, celebrityism, anti-Trumpism, for Trumpism. I got to pace myself with all them cuckoo for Cocoa Pop people. And then I got to come back to the base in the center of me and get quiet. I see it in you. I know it's in you. I know you have the capabilities of the control, the force within you. That is empowering. Because the more you learn, the more you grow, the silent you are, the more empowered of a person you could become. But every time we go online, people's throwing hot grits. This policy, that issue, this person, that issue. Throwing hot grits everywhere. You're better than that. You're more beautiful than you could ever imagine. But nobody gonna tell you that. Nobody gonna tell you you're cute or pretty. And if they do that too much, it goes to your head. But I'm talking about that inner quiet is resolved and calmly done, has to be done through law and order and understanding the real truths and collecting data and doing your own research. Write that down. Doing your own research when it comes to policies, like I've said before, congress.gov. Go to congress.gov. You'll learn a lot of stuff from there. Go online, start Googling issues and policies. Like I told you, President Obama took the word Negro. That word is essential in history. We have the Negro basketball league, the college leagues, and baseball league. Negro. Now he's going to erase it like those cultures of people never existed. I think that we should be petitioning to put that word back in. I am a descendant of slaves. I can trace my ancestors back to 1810. I am a Negro. My birth certificate with my old ass says Negro. I want to be proud of what I am and the heritage and the lineage of what those people did to get us where we are today. I don't want to be convoluted with the Obama kind of black person. Half African, half American. No tea, no shade if you African and you half of whatever you are. But understand, all Negroes are not the same. All skin folks ain't kin folks. Let me say it again. All skin folks, they ain't kin folks. I respect where you coming from, but America first. Black American first for me. For me. What about da-da-da-da? I don't know. I ain't from there. I ain't from there, bro. You might want to go fix your house first. I'm going to fix mine. And if I can do that, I can put the oxygen mask on me and my family first, like the planes say, then I can help you. And part of that problem is the people who don't love you and don't care for you. How you handle that roller coaster is the outcome that will affect your life. But I want to encourage you to make sure that you take notes, pray, get quiet, talk to God, find good, sensible people in your life, kick the bullshit to the corner. You need money? Then you put a plan together. Don't just ask people for money for no reason. You need to have a plan write it down. Just write it down. Go online. There's all kind of templates. Template for cooking cookies. Templates for cutting hair. Templates for growing plants. Templates for understanding finances and leveraging. And LLCs and OPMs. OPM, look at these terms. Other people's money. These are things that can be done that will calm you down to address the emotions that you riled up become. You pray it out, you talk it out, and you find kindred spirits of people in your genre and in your diaspora. I love you. I appreciate you following me. Make sure you go to urbangamechangers.com. Sign up today. Go to Urban Game Changers. The website is being transformed back to where it was. We had a great time commemorating the 400 years of African American descendants of slaves. I love you guys. Make sure you put a thumbs up on this video and have the conversations in the comment section. I'm going to leave you with this question. Ask yourself, am I a person that can get control of my emotions so I can have a better outcome? Are you that person? I can get control of my emotions, and when I did that, tell me the outcome. Tell me that you're doing more research than you've ever done before, that you're moving through the matrix of time. And when you're a monarchy of a person that says, I'm going to move through time, it will move you to the next level. And I want to see you at the next level. I want to see myself at the next level. But it's the quality of people and the mindset of finding that helpmate and that person that'll get you there. And sometimes you might be your own maverick. You your own show. You your own motivator. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But to be mostly out of control, boo-boo, cut that out. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Let's keep in touch.